Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Lobo's Loot. Lobo's looks at the Mandalorain season finale. With me is YoJimbo and DanMalore. What's up, guys?
What's up?
What's up, dude?
So we had pretty awesome season finale for Mandalorian. So from what I understand, these last two episodes were actually filmed as one long episode, and then they just kind of made it two in edit. So
I buy that. That makes sense.
Yeah,
Because why would you have Filoni come to the bar twice? You know. He was
Well,
I have questions.
That was way before.
This episode left me so confused, and we'll get into it. I have questions. I have questions.
I have observations
Like,
too. I have
what-
logistics questions.
Yeah, there were so we'll get into them as we go through the episode.
But
Starting off with
if-
who was the
like
spies?
you said, it is cut to who were the spies?
Who are the spies?
So
I'm so
from what I understand, and this is gleaning off stuff I heard on Star Wars Santa last night. I was hanging out over on Vader's lair with Sheev and the guy, the chat room over there. Apparently, it's kind of a biblical thing, and the spies are the spies that went to the Promised Land to see if they were able to live there. It's just part of, I forget what book of the Bible, but it's like, yeah. So
And what was the name of this episode, by the way?
this current episode is The Return. Yeah.
The Return. I just wanted to have it.
And
on
the
record.
same director as last week, Rick Famuyiwa. Like I said, it was filmed together. So
Do we know who wrote the episode? Or these two episodes?
it's
together?
these are I think Dave and John.
Okay.
So
David John. Okay. All right. I just want to get that out.
so yeah, totally. Yeah. So I guess
the reason I'm saying that is because the entire episode I'm waiting for the turn, the heel turn.
Oh,
The
for
spies to
every
be revealed and oh, this is where it happens. Like you think it's going one way,
Yeah.
it goes the other way,
Yeah.
and it didn't.
that was a big part of discussion last night during the episode. It's like, wait, is it Axe? Is it Axe? No, it's not Axe. No, wait, is it the man?
I'm fairly relieved though, because having all the theories being, the armor is leading him into a trap. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, I
it's
couldn't.
not-
I saw. I think it was like I forget which YouTubers did it, but look, the armorer has horns on her helmet, and so does Moff Gideon. It's like,
yeah.
because it's intimidating. That's why. Not because they're Maul loyalists. Not because they're cloning Darth Maul in secret. I don't know if you guys heard that one, but yeah, it was kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So
But
was
with
one
that
of
being,
my initial things, I thought there was going to be a big turn.
yeah, no big turn.
Nope.
And yeah, we even got droid comic relief in this episode, which was kind of
That
cool.
I liked. I thought that was good.
Because
I like droid
that's
shenanigans and hijinks.
that's who the comic relief needs to be. I
Yeah.
think they learned that after the Jar Jar Binks fiasco. Comic relief needs to be automatrons.
Yes.
It needs to be
droids can be funny,
Autobots.
yeah. What?
especially in this case. A what?
Yeah.
But yeah, the droid was definitely carrying the humor, the anxiety, the pacing relief, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
And then
I
the
thought
actual
R5
chaos
was a
of it.
goner, to be honest. I kept
yeah.
waiting for something like that to happen.
Also, I did find the actual response, the impotent response of 5 more mouse droids to be funny. That that's all they can manage is
Yep.
a mouse droid to deal with it.
They had the
Yeah,
little cop lights. I like that too.
Yeah, I kind of expected like a one of those black astromech droids to come out. I almost called it a blastromech. Someone needs to make something called that. That'd be neat. But that being said, let's go ahead and start picking through this. So I started it up a little early, so we have a little,
Recap.
not waiting for it to pop up. So it starts off right where we left off, pretty much.
Yep.
So we got the the Mandos. So yeah, you were actually mentioned this a minute ago, the fuel consumption.
Yeah. Okay. One episode we're dealing with like barely enough fuel to go chase after a creature who's flown away with Paz Vizsla's kid, and now we're capable of like flying out of atmosphere and like maneuvering out of atmosphere or dropping into like from space into atmosphere.
To be fair, just to getting to orbit is what, like 40 kilometers, 50 kilometers straight up or something.
Yeah,
And maybe they cut in that episode where they were chasing after the monster. They flew like across the continent. I'm just giving them the
Richard Branson somewhere saying 27 miles is acceptable.
True, but
it is
we are
cool that they can do that though. I thought that was
but we are. I mean, we are.
I'm not
We are
surprised.
talking about. We are also talking about two separate groups of Mandalorians.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe the kit that the Bo-Katan's crew have is better than the fuel rationing that they probably have to do with the Children of the Watch.
I was also thinking that maybe the altitude envelope of it is different because they're going into space and it allows further cooling of the actual rocket back. Okay, there we got some hand waving.
Okay.
I'll allow it.
Not to mention they don't get like lightning bolts like shot out of the sky by the wicked storms.
Maybe Axe Woves himself is a really gassy person, and he's running off some biofuel. So
Just hook straight up.
hook straight up. Yep, he's got a little.
At least they kept it consistent. They kept it consistent with not being able to communicate below the storm,
Right.
the electrical storm. So
yeah, because he gets into. I mean,
makes for some cool visuals. Just to tell you
it
that.
does. It does. But so we get that. Where are we? Whoa, sorry, that's bright. Where are we here? Okay, so yeah, these are Bo and I think it was. Oops, did I skip too much? That's Din. Sorry, Din Djarin. I got to call him by his full name now because I don't know which is his surname.
This is going to be debated for a while amongst the fans, I think.
Right?
I was like, what?
Because what about the
So
Vizslas? Those have like a normal like first name, last name. Like the surname
Right.
is the last one.
Yeah, Paz Vizsla. I'm assuming it's what. I mean, we had Pre-Vizsla, Paz Vizsla, and I guess Ragnar Vizsla. But they never say that name in full. That's too many syllables. But yeah, so I guess that's Cosca Reeves, right? Yeah.
I like that they planning explosives just because instead of just pew pew the whole time.
Yeah.
Especially when these guys are wearing armor, and it's like shooting them is pretty much useless.
Right. Well, they're all wearing. I think it's implied that they're all wearing Beskar.
Yeah, it's pretty much Mandalorian
So-
armor they're in.
Yeah,
Completely,
yeah.
like,
I like having to
capabilities.
rely on their other tools and not so much pew pew. Yeah.
Right.
Well, they still get by on precision pew pew. Like they're hitting joints and armpits.
But it feels kind of impotent to like just trying to keep shooting them, and I want them to do other stuff to stop them.
Yeah, those guys look pretty cool. You know what? I didn't notice that before, but now all these lights
Yeah,
on
just
there.
like
Yeah, I guess
like
Moff
their
Gideon
boss.
has it.
he has a light
And
on his-
I think Boba Fett's got a little light display on his armor,
Yeah.
but
They definitely gussied it up in the new stuff. In the
Yeah.
original movie, it's just like a hologram kind of shiny. It's not
Right.
really active so much. Maybe he fixed it after he shined up his armor or something. I don't know.
so how many guys does Din kill with a knife?
A little.
And how many does he stab
little
in the throat?
unbelievable.
Right? I mean,
He stabbed a lot of guys in the throat this episode. Like
yeah.
Yeah, he kind of grinded through these guys, and it's less about him. It's more about like these guys suck. these
they need
Mando-
better training. They might have good
Yeah.
equipment, but they definitely need more like
They're
better
just like,
training.
oh, we're trying to kill him, but nothing happened. Nothing works. We've tried everything. Have you tried not sucking?
Yeah. Watch
Well,
what
I
he
mean-
does. just grab a knife and stab him underneath the helmet in the throat. Like
Basically, they were to me they were just waiting to die.
here we
Yeah.
go, broken neck.
Jarn's like, you guys, I'm level 5,000. You guys are level
they,
2.
they even have all the same weapons, and they're still getting their ass beat.
Yes.
Yeah, well, they're not trained from when they were like,
Small children.
9. Yeah.
Right.
It's true. It's just like, in
that-
storytelling, you're only as good as your villains, and that's why
I gotta-
these guys are just like, get
This
outta here,
this part
guys.
right here though, like after he takes out this fool, like, and he gets grappled by the other guy with that thing, that's around his neck.
Yeah.
How
I like
does he?
that because they're
Is
always
it
like, oh,
is it
finally,
around?
like, they're not
But is it
pushovers.
around? Is it around his? Does he get his wrists up? Is he, or is it? No, his wrists
You
are
tell
bound
me.
still, right? Well, I'm like looking at it, and I could see a
It is around the hand.
a connector there, but his hands are also bound.
He has the
You know?
strongest turtleneck in the universe.
Yeah.
No, as soon as you get pulled, you just jump backwards.
And also all this physical action that's going on, the guy in the suit for these scenes is Lateef Crowder.
Yeah, look at the size of him. Like
Yeah. So it's not Brandon Wayne, it's Lateef. So but those two guys were on the set way more than Pedro.
That's for sure.
So that, like he's about to execute him right there, and we get the rescue
No.
by Grogu
with the soundboard.
no. Yeah, that was a really funny little link you sent out the other day, Jim.
Yeah,
So
Also,
did you
can
play
you
with?
call Did I play it? Yes.
Yeah. I should have brought that up in another window so we could just click on it when we need it. But yeah, it would have been my phone connected to it, and that's actually my uplight right now. But but yeah, I was
How
wondering.
How did Grogu find him? Just use the force?
He has the Force. It's Grogu.
Or just follow the tree, like the line.
So he was running with the other
Bodies.
Mandalorians, and then turns around during the between episodes, and
I don't think
worked in.
Grogu was ever running with the other Mandalorians.
No,
He told him to
he was
like,
behind the
keep up.
wall.
Yeah.
He goes through that hole in the wall with Bo-Katan, or no? He stays in the little room.
No,
I don't think he got caught in that trap.
yeah, he got caught behind the door when the door closed and Paz Vizsla was fighting the what are those red dudes called again? I forgot. The Praetorian guards. Yeah, there we go. So when Paz was fighting them, Grogu was separated, and then when that got open and they all started running, and I think Grogu never ran. Grogu was always going to stick around and try to save Din because it's his daddy. He ain't going to let his...
I think he was just bringing up the rear, basically.
Understandable.
Yeah. Plus that IG unit doesn't run very fast.
No.
It's, it's designed to take a beating and keep on killing.
But it doesn't have jump packs or jets or anything like that.
Yeah.
It's only him, like, those little controls.
Right. All right, let's see here. I'm going to make that a little bit bigger. There we go. Let's see here. So yeah, Grogu releasing Din.
Yep, we're also dealing with him showing like he's much more capable than we've thought because the lack of communication, it's starting to come through very clearly.
Yeah.
And he's accepting that, hey, we may not make it out of this, but that's okay. See, he's like, you with me? He's giving him a choice, basically.
Yeah.
Are we in this to the end? Ride or die?
Totally. So I was expecting some jetpack action after the scene for Din, but we never got any.
I
Dan,
didn't think about that. Why he stole it, but he never used it?
You know what that question was, though? It was the Lone Wolf and Cub ball or knife. Want to come with us?
Yeah.
Yeah, except I don't think he would have blasted Grogu if he didn't decide to come with him.
No. I don't think so either.
Let's see. So this is that crusty old guy. Well, one of the two crusty old guys. Both those two guys, the two guys that seem like they're in the leadership position of the Survivor clan. They're pretty.
I don't know if you recognize them, but one of them was Skinny Pete from Breaking Bad.
Oh, really?
The white dude is Skinny Pete from Breaking Bad.
That's
recognize
funny.
The actor. I don't know if I know him from that though.
Yes, he was on Breaking Bad. He was like
He was
one of
in
the meth
was he in
heads.
Gran Turismo or whatever? Not
The
Gran Turismo. The
Gran Torino?
no
What?
the
the
Breaking Bad movie.
the movie. I think he was
He's one
like
of the-
wasn't there like was there a Badger and Skinny Pete thing in that? I don't remember, but
yeah, different show.
different show. We'll do that looks
Okay,
some other time.
so then I start thinking that this guy is going to be the spy,
Mhm.
like Turk.
Right.
Like, I just led you into a trap. That's what
Yeah, I was thinking.
I was just waiting for it. So that's what threw me off. I mean, if there's a reason they call it the spies, that's fine. It led me to believe that there was going to be like a major heel turn in this episode. So I kept waiting for it. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
this is where it happens. This is
a
where it
double
happens.
cross, and there was no double cross.
Yeah, or even a triple cross would have been something that I was looking for.
Oh yeah, that was really cool. Let me see if I can get to a good shot of that. Let's see here. There's the shadow council. I wanted to see the. Ooh, I went back way too far. Hold on.
TIE interceptors flying into the sky. That was cool. That's cool. I kind of like when I see TIE interceptors. I also like to see the pilots getting in. Just my thing. Maybe they didn't have time for it or something.
But yeah, I like that
the
establishing
little
shot
guys.
too.
Yeah, they jump in. They put with their helmets, and the hatch closes, and then they
And like turn some
drop.
knobs and like,
turn some knobs, which is their power converters. They're like in X-wing versus TIE fighter. They're adjusting like their shield to
turn on.
well,
and
I guess
not
Rogue
really
Squadron is
work
the
ever.
newer game that everybody knows, but I think it had the same dynamics, the same gameplay where you can go faster, but you have less shields.
Yeah, I think it
Or
still
you can
has the
pour all
the
your
capacitors
power
basically.
into your. I think Eric played it or Lobo did, but
Which one?
you can the new Rogue Squadron game where you can put all your
Oh.
power in shields, all your power in guns.
Yeah, it's
They
just
let you do
called.
that?
It's just called
Squadron?
Star Wars Squadron.
Yeah,
Squadrons.
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 Yeah, there's no Rogue Squadron. There hasn't been a Rogue Squadron appearance in a video game since the Rogue Squadron series of video games. And I think the last
maybe
one
we'll
of
get
those
that
was
again.
when it'd be
Since
nice.
There's no movie. Maybe we'll get another game or something. That'd be kind of cool.
It would be nice. All right, so I think I found my way back. So yeah, so Jin taking out those dudes.
Yeah, it's funny when they
The
try to
choke.
burn each other.
He does have his like it
The choke.
did get his
Yeah.
hands up.
So but right here it looks like the cord
Yeah,
is
it's
around
right
his neck
Yeah.
in this shot.
And he's
So
coughing. It says
and he
right
was
there.
yeah,
Oh well, that's
but he's
yeah.
the
the back to
back to spray. Yeah.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Oh, I know. I thought that was kind of funny. It's like I'm already out. I'm not on fire.
Yeah. Well, no, that wasn't a fire extinguisher. That's a back to spray from when IG-11 takes off Din's helmet in season 1.
Got it. But still, like it's kind of funny. He's in armor, trying to spray.
Yeah.
With that. But, that's,
All right.
Brandon.
but that the little stuff like that's fine. I think that's hilarious.
That was-
A Rhodian X-wing pilot. That's different.
Or he might be a Y-wing pilot. There's some Y-wings out there.
Is that? Yeah. Imperial probe droid and all these other helmets.
They got some
Could he-
trophies.
Yep. So there's the whole. Everybody thinks he's dead. There's the IG helmet, and there's that TIE fighter helmet.
Yep.
You know they have one. Use it.
Yeah, I would have loved to see those guys. in
Yeah.
action.
Working out a deal with Carson Teva. I'm sure they filmed this the same day they filmed the rest of the stuff on this planet. But oh yikes! Yeah, I gotta get my power cord.
Right now.
Kinda.
Yeah,
So yeah, so they get their thing, and then we're back to Navarro, and
Here you go. Here's
He
your
gets
cabin.
yep. But I thought they already gave the Mandalorians land. Why does he
gets
need
his own.
yet
He
another?
gets his own. He's
Nah,
right
it's
outside of
like-
town.
Yeah, it's right
He's
there.
not
Yeah.
in the salt flats. He's
He doesn't have to build. He doesn't have to build his own house. He's already got one that's already set up. So he's got internet and cable TV and everything.
And he's got a frog pond. It's pretty great.
Yeah,
It's the least they can do for him.
yeah. And the people are happy. An assassin droid is their marshal.
It's the devil you know.
Yeah, yeah, I guess so. I
He's
mean,
programs and everything.
they've
He was a
seen-
statue for a
they've
while.
what's the
seen
term?
him save-
Lethal protector.
They've seen him save the planet though too before.
Very
because
true.
remember-
Very true.
Yeah, he's a hero.
Yeah, seeing him
Yeah.
return in functional form is
So
reassuring.
yeah, you were a statue 3 weeks ago. Go guy.
But then
At least they,
But-
at
but
least they
2
didn't
years
drop
ag-
that
but two-
storyline.
But 2 years ago, you blasted literally everything that came in your path to save like the town. Like, so okay,
So this little house here, it looks almost just like Obi-Wan's hut on Tatooine,
Kind of reminiscent, yeah.
except it's got a flat top instead of a dome.
there is definitely a contractor who's like making pre-built concrete.
Yeah, it's
homes
definitely
in
one of
this-
those concrete 3D printed structures.
Yeah, it's more like a spray foam, but yeah,
Yeah, same difference.
that styrofoam that solidifies. Yeah, but yeah,
So we got a nice
And
little
the super
vignette of basically.
iris wipe.
Yep.
yeah.
So they got a place to live. They got a job like regularly. He knows he's gonna live on the right side of the law now.
Yeah, he's like,
How's
let
this all
those,
gonna go wrong?"
those jerks live on Mandalore. I'm gonna come back here. I don't know. I think like this show is over. I don't know why they would call the next season Mandalorian again. Like they should give it a different name, even if it's with Din and Din Grogu.
I feel like the next season should be like, okay, there's a thing that there's a rumor that John and Dave are working on something called Hidden Track 17 or some basically it's like a play on a Beatles hidden track that's a song about Her Majesty. And people are speculating that it's going to be a spin-off series about Bo-Katan. But until that actually gets announced, it's just a huge
Jon Favreau
rumor.
is still involved in Star
and-
Wars.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. He's just like he's a producer. He's a writer.
I didn't hear
but
about any
he's-
projects during Celebration, so there was some speculation that he had a falling out with
No,
she who
no.
shall not be named.
Stop watching those YouTubers. Those guys are poisoning your brain,
I have
man.
to mention it. I'm not saying it's true. I'm just saying like
It's-
because you're obviously offering
it's a-
evidence
it's a
that's not
point-
true. So
It's a point of view that's been being represented in the fandom, though. and
Yeah,
you can't fault.
but
I personally don't buy that one. That's,
yeah, a lot of people like to assert their opinions as this is what's happening, and it's just
Because
it's just an
Some
Yeah.
of it just seems
It's
to be like trying
clickbait.
to divert clicks. Yes. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it works.
Clout
It
chasing.
works.
We're gonna do some clout chasing by writing articles that are like
The more
terrible.
outrageous the headline on your video,
Yeah.
the more clicks. You should try it, Lobo.
Yeah.
Kathleen
No.
Kennedy high on
no.
drugs.
I'm trying to keep a non-toxic Star Wars thing going on.
Not
Okay,
possible.
but
mean-
without any soy faces, I don't know how you're gonna manage.
right?
Yeah,
Like that.
totally.
No, yeah.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah.
Now we got.
I'm not. If I get up and go get my power brick, I don't
Dave
think I'm gonna
Filoni
have time.
disavows Star Wars.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of nonsense. But yeah, my thing's gonna die. We've been going for over an hour. I was really happy with this episode. I was really happy with this season altogether. The
I wanted
only
more shock and trauma. I wanted to be left on a cliffhanger. This kind of ties it up in a. That's why I said this should be the end of the series.
Yeah, they didn't.
And
They
then
didn't
start
duck the
something else.
they didn't duck the criticism that there was like really an end goal for this season. It kind of meandered along and then found like an ending that was pretty like expected. And the weird thing is that like you basically just brought the same bad guy back again for another
Yeah.
season by having him escape, which is kind of a soft like direction to go, in my opinion, as far as like script writing.
Yeah, take
Yeah.
more risks. That would be my only note. Is like take more.
To be
risks.
fair, though, Giancarlo Esposito is great, and if you have him and he's available, you should use him.
Right.
But
Definitely.
Yeah, that's why that's why I'm thinking that, you know, they don't actually show his burnt up corpse either.
right,
You know,
they did
so
show him get like pushed back
He's
into
in
the
full
flame
armor.
front.
He could have easily walked away
Yeah.
from that.
he could have
Injured, but walked away.
injured. Yeah, especially his
Did he
pride.
have a jetpack? He wasn't wearing a jetpack in that
Yeah,
scene.
he had a jetpack. He had a
Yeah.
jetpack. That was the thing that was on top of the cape with the white
Yep.
So
spots.
he could have just flown out of there then.
He might have.
No body, no death.
No body,
Exactly.
no death.
That is the Star Wars rule. So and Marvel and And-
Wait,
yeah.
so there was a long rumor long ago. Is Mace Windu still in the works? I didn't hear anything about him during Celebration, so I guess that was just a rumor, right?
there's
Not gonna say
there's
anything with-
there's no official Mace Windu stuff at all. No.
Okay, so it's just
So-
another wild rumor.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a wild rumor. I
Speaking
know
of nobody death.
I know that guy Star Wars Theory is working on fan films that involve that, but that's just fan films. That's not legit. That's one guy's project. That's not a well, I'm sure he's got a couple guys working with him,
Fan
but
fiction.
I would watch some early
Yeah.
adventures of
yeah,
Mace Windu.
I would love that. And
Yeah.
but see I want if Sam Jackson's going to come back as Mace Windu, it needs to be rated R so he could drop some MF bombs. So but
Dank
yeah,
Ferrick,
No
Yeah.
Dank Ferricks.
no Dank Ferricks.
Mud Scuffers.
Yeah, none of that. None of that.
He's
It's
had
got-
enough of these motherfucking mud scuffers.
Uh-huh.
Sorry.
That's right. That's right.
No, we
But,
just got
Now I just ruined the rating for the channel. We've been
That's fine. It's fine. I think I have it set for just adults anyway.
okay.
But
So
Yeah.
Visions next time, huh?
Visions. So Visions comes out on the 4th. There's no Star Wars content coming out next week aside from the preschooler show, and obviously we're not covering that because I can't bear to watch it. I mean, if you guys want to do it, that's on you guys. But I'm tapping out on that. So no show next week. We'll be back on May the 4th for some Star Wars Visions, and yeah. My laptop has 3% battery remaining, so I'm just gonna go ahead and say this is about where we got to call the show for today.
Do we know when Ahsoka? premieres?
Ahsoka is coming out in August, and that's all we have.
Okay. Well, that's better than.
All right. I think that
Oh,
was
there he
it.
goes.
There, bye bye. Bye bye, stream.
I kept him on for that last. I was just wanted his battery to die.
Just
All
to
right,
see it.
folks. Like and subscribe. Good night.
Thank you for
Wait,
watching.
do you think this stream will keep going?
I have no idea.
Well,
Like,
you're going to be in the
that's-
Twilight Zone, ladies and gentlemen.
that's-
Just keep
that's
watching.
a bit of a
Give us
question.
extra views.
Yeah. I was just gonna keep on running till he reconnects and shuts it. Probably.
Should we? Oh, I have to go though. I'm hitting
Okay.
a hard time out.
Um,
He'll be back to disconnect the. He's gonna plug in like 30 seconds anyway to turn off the stream. I'm sure.
I
This is
assume
bonus
so.
content. Aren't you glad
Yeah.
you stuck around, ladies and gentlemen? No, I'm actually looking forward to Ahsoka, and oh look, he dropped out completely. If you haven't seen Rebels, it may be worth
I think I'm
to
gonna
watch the last season
I think I'm gonna go through Rebels as like the next thing.
because
to
it'll
watch.
just fill in the backstory, especially the last season. Plus, there's Tarkin in it. It's actually well animated. Yeah, all those reasons. It's actually a good show. Oh, sorry, Jim. Lobo, I kept you on longer than he was trying to sign off.
He was trying to
literally
sign off.
That's funny.
I'm gonna
Whenever
do
I see a
some-
3% battery on my computer, I never believe it. Like, come on. 3%
I have a
battery
similar laptop, and when it gives you a warning, it literally gives you you got like 30 seconds before those last like few percent are gone. It goes
He's
fast.
hung in there. He's actually
did.
hung in there for quite a while.
I'll say I'm telling messaging.
Yeah, I don't know why he kept refusing to plug it in. I have a feeling that his like it's in the car or something. Like he would have had to go like super far, yeah, to find it. So
It doesn't just
I
turn
don't
off though.
know. Can we help him stop the stream? I don't know.
I
if we
don't
can.
know.
Like if we leave, we can't get back in, right?
Mm-mm.
If we
I don't know. We wouldn't be able to. There would be nothing but just the background sitting there.
The show,
We wouldn't be able to put ourselves into the lobby to show
it's
what.
like an empty space in the Matrix that
Mhm.
that doesn't exist. I'm surprised he hasn't come back yet. Have you communicated with Lobo?
I just sent him a message.
Get him back on the HoloNet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 3%. I mean, 11 years old. That's amazing. You would think even at 50%, it's already dying. My laptop doesn't have any charge at all. It's got like a 3-minute charge. If I unplug it.
This is why he should not be the only one who's in charge of the stream controls.
I don't think there
They
is a
not
way.
like yeah. There is
Yeah,
no
here,
other way.
What do I
The
do?
only
Let's play
one
with some settings here. What is present? Video file.
The thing is that you could press present, but there's not the person controlling the stream who can put it onto the stream right now.
Got it. It won't actually share.
No,
Remove from
not
studio.
without our host pressing it.
Let's see here. I can change my background. I can go to a different planet. There we go. There's Java's Palace. The outside. I totally thought he would be back. Did he respond to you?
Not yet.
This is funny. Like tomorrow on YouTube, this is gonna be like a 4-hour stream before StreamYard finally decides to. I'm just gonna keep it going, just to see how long it'll go.
Okay.
But excuse me, I'm gonna have to type here real quick.
I understand.
But it can still talk. Oh. All right. And I was the one that gave him the heart out too.
All right, I'm back. Sorry.
For laughs, we were just going to see how long this thing was going to go.
I was trying to get back in on my cell phone, but apparently you guys couldn't see me or add me. So
no, because we don't have admin access.
Yeah, we'll have to fix that going forward. But I'll be back. I'll be back in California for May 4th. So
nice. So besides Ahsoka, what's next after that? Anything in the holidays?
Not that I'm aware of. Not that I'm aware of. That
finishes up the year.
Yeah,
Visions and Ahsoka.
So Visions on May 4th. All episodes are dropping the same day, and yeah, I think I don't think there's anything else announced for Star Wars. And then when I got cut off, Ahsoka has an August release, and it doesn't have an exact date. And based on what they did last year, we might not get it until who knows, Bad Batch got delayed 3 months, and I mean even Andor got delayed. What was it, 2 weeks? So you never know. We might get Ahsoka the last day of August. Who knows? And then yeah, and then I think Andor season 2 isn't until 2024 sometime.
Wow.
And I think Skeleton Crew is also coming out sometime in 2024. I don't know. I'd have to look it all up.
I'm actually really curious about that. I saw like a screenshot somebody took at Celebration.
Yeah.
But,
There was some.
What the storyline's going to be about that.
I don't know if you heard that Jedi Survivor is ridiculously large.
Yes, it was 150 gig install or something like that.
I'm going to actually have to move stuff off my main Series X drive to make space for it.
Yeah, I'm actually thinking about buying its own storage expansion card for my Xbox, or just a Star Wars expansion card.
155 gigs for PC, 147 for PS5.
Wow.
Oof. No Xbox info.
Somewhere in between those two numbers. It's a next gen only game, so
Right.
all the assets are like the 4K textures and everything, and
Yep.
it's gonna no.
No, the
no
art
doubt it's gonna look
department,
good.
the art department at Respawn is no joke. Those guys are great. So I know a couple of them.
It's
It's
gonna look good for sure.
yeah, it's gonna be great.
Plus, you can have a mullet, and that's pretty
That's
cool
right.
too.
That's more content. You're gonna stream it and talk about the game while you play it, right?
I was I've been considering it. I haven't really done any game streaming or anything like that. So
But it'll be.
I'll look into it. Yeah, it'll be different.
Can at least do the opening, the opening shots. I don't know how much of it
Yeah.
you can show, but
Yeah, I mean, I know I could show a bunch on Twitch. It might be mostly on Twitch,
that'd
but
be great.
but I don't know what Facebook's rules about streaming games are, and I know you can do it on YouTube, but I don't know what the limitations are. I have to look into it
yeah, you have some time.
because
All right, guys.
there's tons of copyrighted music in video games. So
That's true. I gotta get out of here.
so
I will
all right, yeah, we're all gonna bounce out. Again, thanks guys for joining me, and thanks everybody for watching. Please like, subscribe, and all that kind of stuff. And and with that, oh well, what's
long
going
and
on?
prosper.
I pushed the wrong button. No, that is not a Star Wars slogan, Daniel.
I like. Saying,
Yeah,
so long.
that's the same as flipping people off in Star Wars. There.
I got a fucking job. They didn't get the heel turn in this episode, so
Nope.
I'm doing it.
Yeah, there you go. You're doing the heel turn for him, but yeah. With that though, may the force be with you, and we're out of here.